So may I come in?
Come in.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Have your seat, Apurva.
Thank you, sir.
Apurva, COVID is spreading fast, so we must take precautions. So we have kept your chair 2 yards away, and we are using masks also. But to discuss the issues with you, I have removed my mask. You may also remove your mask. Introduce yourself in a way that your caste and communal identities are not disclosed.
Sir, my name is Apurva Tripathi. I was born in Gorakhpur. I have completed my schooling from YMCA school, Prayagraj. Thereafter, I have done my graduation in Bachelor of Technology in Electronics and Communication Engineering from 𝐶SJM University, Kanpur. I completed it in 2018. Thereafter, I have prepared for Civil Services examination for 1 year through self-study at my home in Prayagraj itself. In 2019 PCS, I got selected at the post of Nayab Tehsildar, and this is my second attempt at PCS.
You joined as Nayab Tehsildar?
No sir, there hasn't been joining yet.
Okay. So you are a graduate in Electronics and Communication. What do you understand by information technology and how it is different from electronics and communication?
Sir, information technology we can understand as it is a type of decentralization mechanism through which information could be useful for various segments of the society. Its difference from electronics could be that electronics is specifically deals with the electronic devices and circuits, whereas communication in its spectrum could include some segments of information technology as well.
Okay. And you are Nayab Tehsildar, so can you distinguish between the functional authority of a Nayab Tehsildar and a block development officer?
Sir, I may try, but I'm not very much well read in this regard. I know some functions of Nayab Tehsildar only. So, Nayab Tehsildar is in charge of various Naibs in his area. It is a function related to revenue and agricultural land, whereas I'm not very much aware of block development officers' functions.
Okay. You studied geography as an optional.
Yes, sir.
Tell us what is the direction of rotation of Earth?
So, direction of rotation of Earth is from west to east.
If somehow it gets reversed, if it starts rotating east to west, what will happen?
Sir, there will be difference. There will be change of position of day and night, which are experienced by different places. It will get reversed.
What exactly would be the difference?
Sir, difference, for example, the time we receive sunlight, that order will be reversed.
So morning would become evening?
Yes, sir.
And evenings would become morning?
Yes, sir.
But there will be in a rhythm also?
Sir, I think I have mixed some
Okay, monsoon winds emerge in which part of the world? And what is its route?
Sir, it emerges near the tropical areas, so monsoon.
Okay. Which part of the world?
Sir, in latitude-wise, we can say 20-degree north-south latitude.
And how it travels? What is the route of travel?
Sir, for example, in India, monsoon travels through southwest, in southwest direction. And it also is found in some African regions, but it is not exactly monsoon in some of these regions because it is not the seasonal reversal of winds, which occurs near the Indian subcontinent.
And is there any logic behind this particular route?
Yes, sir. There have been several theories have been given about the seasonal reversal of winds. One famous theory is about the heating of the Tibetan plateau. Then another is low pressure region is created in the Indian subcontinent during this time. A third is intertropical convergence zone. It shifts from the equator towards 20 to 25 degree north. That is, it lies in the Indian subcontinent. Then there is another theory about tropical jet streams. which moves towards.
What is jet stream?
So they are high tropospheric winds. They travel from west to east direction.
Why west to east?
So there are features of Rossby waves. Their traveling is defined as such. There are also jet streams are also in east direction as well, but the one which is more responsible for the monsoons in India are related to the west to east direction.
Okay. Do you know about turbulence?
So turbulence, as in airplanes.
Yes.
So it is caused by the movement of jet streams. When they are not moving in the direction to the movement of the jets, then
Okay, nice, Apurva.
Apurva, what is space economy?
So space economy could be understood as a use of space technologies, communication satellites, etc. to enhance the economic benefits which are developed from it.
What is the impact of artificial intelligence on the Indian economy?
So artificial intelligence could impact Indian economy in quite fruitful ways. It could lead to enhancing our technological capabilities. It would lead to productivity. For example, if we use it in agricultural forecasting and use in determining the particular level of fertilizer sector to be used. So in these cases, artificial intelligence could be useful. It could also be
Apurva, why are petrol and diesel kept out of GST?
Sir, petrol and diesel prices are determined by international price level, and they are determined every day. So central and state governments put their taxes on it. For example, state use VAT and center use.
Apurva, recently one ship has stuck in Suez Canal. Do you name that ship?
Yes, Evergreen.
Evergreen or Evergiven?
I think it's Evergreen.
Evergreen is the company name.
Okay.
And the Suez Canal has been connected the two seas. Can you name that seas?
Yes, sir. It connects the Mediterranean Sea with the Red Sea.
Red Sea or Black Sea?
Sir, Red Sea.
Why Red Sea is called the Red Sea?
Sir, I'm very much not aware of it, but I think it might be related due to the...
India shares its land boundary with how many countries?
Sir, land boundary we share with 8 countries.
8 countries. And recently, India has changed its FDI policy with that country. What is that?
Sir, India has said that its FDI rules with related to if the country's investment is coming from those countries with which India shares land boundaries, then it will not be provided an automatic approval. It will have to go through consultations with the at ministerial level.
Or government approval.
Yes, okay. Government approval.
Why did India leave RCP?
So there were various reasons why India opted to be out of RCP. One major reason was that on the definition of rules of origin, there was contention between the nation. India wanted a strict rules of origin clause. Second was India is apprehensive about the opening of market to cheap products from China. A third major issue was dairy products which are competitively priced from Australia and New Zealand.
Okay, Apurva, UP government has taken so many reforms for the development of women. So, can you give me the name of 3 schemes that will be helpful for the development of children or women in the UP?
Sir, one scheme I could think of is Sumangala Yojana.
Okay, Kanya Sumangala Yojana.
Yes, Kanya Sumangala Yojana. Other is related to a pink bus service has also been initiated by UP government. A third scheme I could think of is Mission Shakti.
What is Mukhveer Yojana in UP?
Sir, I think, I'm not very much sure, but I think it is related to giving information and leads on criminal activities.
Are you sure? Or you are guessing it?
Sir, I'm guessing it. I'm not very sure about it.
There is one Palanhar Yojana. Do you have any knowledge about it in UP, Uttar Pradesh?
No, sir, I don't know about it.
You don't have. Okay.
Apurva, you like cooking. So can you tell me what is Michelin star?
Yes, sir. It is a rating given to some chefs For example,
Chefs or eating places like restaurants?
sir, it is given to chef as well as places also. For example,
So the highest rating can be how many stars?
sir, I'm not aware of that, but I know only people who have got.
Acha, can you name any Indian chef who has received
Yes, sir.
it?
Sir, Vikas Khanna and Zubir, his name, I cannot recall his
And
surname.
can you tell me about the cuisines of Uttar Pradesh which are popular?
Sir, there has been some influence of Purvanchal region. So, for example, I'm from Gorakhpur, so there is influence from Bihar of Litti Chokha. And there have been influence of coarse cereals in the Bundelkhand region.
Okay, like I was interested in knowing about like Mughlai cuisine
Yes.
and others.
Yes, so that is more influence pronounced in Awadh region.
So we have Mughlai, Avdi. Any other kind of cuisine in the Purvanchal area?
Sir, I cannot think of it as of now.
Nothing like a Banarsi cuisine?
So it covers the Purvanchal belt.
Okay. You also like watching movies. So tell me which is better as a viewer, to have censorship or a certification system that the movie makers, they classify that this content is suitable for certain age groups.
So it is very much better to have a certification system, but then sir, there could be some sensitive issues which might demand censorship from.
So we have this concept of a nanny state. Do you understand what is a nanny state?
Yes, sir.
What is a nanny state? Are we a nanny state?
Yes, sir, in some terms we can think that governments when exceeds its footprints in a person's life, then it behaves like it acts like a nanny state. It
Good
is
or bad? Like
all
nannies
pervasive
take care of their babies. So if
No,
government
sir,
wants to
nanny
take care of,
state is not good in my opinion.
not good in your opinion. So it should be a laissez-faire, like government should keep out of things as far as possible.
Sir, I believe that there is a role for government to play, but we need a government which is strong but limited. We do not want a weak government and present
So what
in
is
all
this
walks
doctrine
of
of
life.
limited government, and from which article of constitution can you relate it?
Sir,
Doctrine of limited government?
sir, limited government. Sir, I cannot recall as of now.
Okay. What are fundamental rights?
So, fundamental rights are that are bestowed on the citizens by the very nature of it, and they do
From
not
which
have,
article to which article?
Sir, Article 14 to 32 form the part of the fundamental rights, and Article 13 defines the state.
Why is Article 12 very critical to fundamental rights?
Sir, Article 12 in some ways in implicit forms give rights to Supreme Court to review.
Article
judicial-
12. What does Article 12 say?
Cannot recall the verbatim statement.
But it gives power to Supreme Court.
Yes, sir, in implicit ways, it gives power to Supreme Court for judicial review and judicial remedies.
See, there was a recent statement which got a lot of screen space on TV, and like it was very controversial. So, a Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, he had made a remark that somebody wearing ripped jeans, and the remark was on the value system, that how people wearing ripped jeans can transmit good values to their children and others. So what is your opinion? That remark was so offensive, and if it was offensive, for what reason? Because he is holding that constitutional post, or the remark in general is not okay, even if held at a personal level?
Sir, I believe that remark in general is not, it should not be projecting towards a value system, regardless whether the person is holding a constitutional post. And if a person is holding constitutional post, it bestows upon the person more responsibilities of
So
its
suppose
conduct.
he was not the chief minister, but he makes that remark without being the chief minister. Then if people take offense, and he says that he has all the freedom to say it under Article 19,
Yes.
then what?
So the person has all the freedom to say whatever he wants to say. Saying things which are not valued by other members of society is not a crime, but it is upon the person's personal.
So
morals
suppose
and
you are
value
in
systems.
government job, and your senior holds such views in government job, but he does not express it publicly, but in private, in informal gatherings, he makes sexist remarks, grossly sexist remarks. So what you will do?
Sir, if it is in
You leave it like that is his personal space?
Sir, if it is in his personal space and it does not concern me, then I don't have any
Like
issue.
you are also there and he makes
Yes,
some
sir.
remarks that women should do only cooking.
Sir, in that case, I might confront him, not in an aggressive way, but in a polite way.
So it will not make any difference to him.
Sir, but I will stand my ground at least.
Okay. Sir?
Apurva, what do you understand by social security?
Social security, we can understand that there is a safety net for people which they can fall back upon to in times of need, and also social security could be used for improving the lives of citizens.
So which kind of facilities are included in social security?
Sir, in social security, health, education benefits and retirement benefits, accident cover could be included.
So government has now discontinued pension for government workers. Do you think this is the right policy move?
Sir, I think some decisions have been taken with regard to increasing the present day consumption, and in that regard some tax systems have been created that in income tax slabs that they can opt for security benefits, and also if they don't want that, in this, sir, state is giving the opportunity to people to decide for themselves.
See, the workers are broadly classified into white collar workers and blue collar workers, but there are new phrases also. Do you know what is exactly is steel collar worker?
The steel collar worker I'm not aware of.
And what is scarlet collar worker?
Sir, I don't know.
Okay. The government has finalized some labor codes recently.
Yes, sir.
How many such codes have been finalized and what are their basic contents?
So 4 labor codes have been finalized. One is related to social security, other is related to occupational hazards and safety norms. A third one is related to labor regulations, and fourth I cannot name it.
In UP, labor laws have been suspended for 3 years.
Yes, sir.
Do you think this is a sensitivity to workers?
Sir, the reasons for this have been to attract investment from the companies leaving China or other nations, and so they could.
Should we do anything to attract investment? Should we convert workers into slaves?
No, sir, that should not be the case. But there has been very much loopholes in the law that, and we have only 10% of the population in the formal workforce. So, moreover, the benefits do not percolate to the most sections of the society. Our aim should be that labor laws should be there, which safeguard the rights of the labor, but it should not be in such a messy way that it creates obstruction in ease of doing business. So, a fine balance needs to be made, and with that, we also need to formalize our workforce so that these laws are beneficial to all.
Nice talking to you, Apurva. Your interview is over. You may go now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Have your seat.
Thank you, sir.
So, you're already Naib Tehsildar, your performance is good, impressive. But here you are to make some improvements. So, did you identify some weakness or weak points?
Yes, sir. In geography question, I think I mixed up few concepts in the beginning itself. And regarding labor laws, I could not recall the name of one law, which although I have studied in detail.
Code on wages.
Yes, sir. Wages.
Okay. So, fine. That means most of the parameters you are satisfying in a very impressive manner. Your entry is good. Your sitting posture is good. Your communication is having good flow. You have good control over language. Your comprehension is good. You understand the question. Of course, geography could be a little better, your optional subject. Yes. That is there. So, your interview is 8th of April.
Yes, sir.
You know how to work and where to work.
Yes, sir.
Work on those points. I think you are already prepared. A little bit, there was some uneasiness as displayed through hand clasping.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So be conscious, avoid that, be a little relaxed. Even if you have gone through experience of interview, it's not important to answer every question. Important is to rest, be at ease, take the questions in a comfortable fashion, in sincere fashion of course, and formulate answers without showing any kind of anxiety. Most of the time you are fine, but that hand clasping or uneasiness there, some scratching of hand was also, watch the video, you were scratching your hand. So that's one thing. Article 12 you could have made more impactful answer. A simple definition of state. So you could have started from there and those things. So you are left with 3-4 days. You're already a sincere student, your perception is good. So you can identify the areas where you need to work. Do it. Best of the luck.
Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.